Hello and welcome once again to the Forward Compatible Podcast. This is episode 94, part 1, for November 24th, 2013. My name's Tony. I'm joined, as always, by my fellow podcasters, Jason, Mark, and Brian.
I can almost reach over and touch you now.
And as you...
Oh, hi! Oh, hi!
And as you folks can see...
We have legs.
We did a bit... Yeah, we're not just stomach-high people. We are full-bodied humans.
That's what I installed this week, though.
We did some... Bionic Mark. We did some redecorating, as you can see.
You could...
As long as you're not listening to the audio only, of course, because then
nothing's changed.
nothing's changed.
The way we sit, we might sound a little bit different.
Yeah, this is true. We may sound a little different.
I don't think me and Tony
also,
will about the same, but...
We took down the table for right now. We're giving it a shot, seeing how we like it, see if it's more comfortable. Now you can see when I do this.
Yeah, it's
Before, it was just
not
me
hidden
looking
behind.
awkwardly over saying not again.
Wait till we're done recording.
Yeah.
So
It's just so much to look at back here.
there's a lot going on.
This is also, like, it's only been up for probably, 15 minutes.
We just finished it.
Yeah.
So,
You could probably do a tour of the wall one day. It's like a special.
Now let them figure it out.
Alright.
too much work.
Well, I suppose we kick off the show with our weekly roundtable and catch everybody up on what we've been playing since last time we all spoke.
I can finally talk about my PS4 games right off the bat.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Did a little bit of Battlefield. PS4, for some reason, for Assassin's Creed, which I also played, got a patch this week. And supposedly it looks better. I can hardly tell the difference. But either way, it got a patch to make it look better.
It's not the same. It wasn't a 1080p patch, right? It was already 1080p.
Yeah, it was running at 1080p already, and then it was
Sure,
optimization, I
right,
believe.
Because Assassin's got a 1080p patch.
Cool.
On
PS4. To go from 720 to 1080p.
wait, was it not? Did not start off
At launch, it was not running at 720p, if I recall.
I did not know that then. Then yes, it's running 1080p, and it looks.
Ladies and gentlemen,
About
welcome
70.
to Get the Fun Out, starring No Fun Berg, and we haven't come up with a nickname for Mark yet.
Mark the Shark.
Rat Face Mark.
It's only been like 100 episodes. You haven't come up with anything yet, so.
It's not going to happen this week either.
And just Mark.
I've been talking about that since like week 3.
What?
That
Yeah.
I
Nicknames.
wanted like cool nicknames.
Yeah,
for
it's been
everybody.
going for like almost.
Yeah, but if they do Get the Fun Out podcast, it's No Fun Berg, and I don't know, like Rat Face Mark or something.
That sounds awful.
that's the point. It's all tech talk.
All tech talk all the time. What else you play?
The only new thing really this week. Well, actually, there's 2 new things I definitely played. Contrast, I finally got into. It's all right.
Yeah, Tony.
It's pretty good, Tony.
You played it, right?
I did. I will talk about it on my part.
Okay. It's all right. I mean, it's a platformer. It's got the cool like phase mechanic where you go into light and then you can phase into a shadow and then you can manipulate level. It's all right.
That's good.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good, Tony.
We'll go in the 7 range. 7 range. And last thing was, thanks to a friend of mine, I got rid of my awful Madden. I got NBA.
Which NBA?
I don't even like NBA, but I'm playing it. I got the good one.
Okay, it's 2K.
Yes.
I've heard good things. Haven't played it.
Yeah, it's actually probably.
You were talking about...
Funny enough, it's actually probably
Need for Speed?
my nicest looking one so far.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
No, of course you didn't. Like, racer.
Thought about it. Well, here's the thing. I like arcade-style racers, but now all arcade-style racers have become these open-world racers,
Uh-huh.
and I have no interest in driving from like place to place.
Yeah.
I just want to drive
That's why I like
fast and
Forza.
stop. Yeah.
Hey, Tony. The camera's... Or not the camera, the microphone's wobbly. Because you're thumping.
Thumper.
I was like, fuck! Bring the table back.
I want this table back.
Do like a
We
shock mount
also
for-
have a special guest.
I
in
think
the
if we
room.
do this, we are going to have to do the shock mount at some point, or else it's going to pick up too much, like, every time our foot stops or something.
I don't know if it will, because I mean it's got a plate down there. So
It did.
did it?
Well, of course it's going
That's
to
gonna do it.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's trial and error. We have a guest in the room that we didn't address.
Ed Granny's back!
Woohoo!
He was in Southeast Asia. He went to Belize at one point.
Not even paying attention to us.
No.
Say hi, Andy.
He lost the ability to talk somewhere between Belize and the United States.
I may just go ahead, and I know I can't talk about it yet, but he was playing a certain new system with a certain feature that allows you to record video game footage. And he was playing that today, so maybe I'll upload his
He's
videos.
speaking like a different language.
Yeah.
What is he talking
I don't know
about?
what we're talking about.
Brian, what'd you play?
People listen to
I
what
played
the fuck?
The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds.
Woohoo!
Thumbs way the fuck up.
And you didn't bring it for me to try it.
That's in my bag.
God damn it! Why didn't you hand it to
Doing
me the
this.
second you walked
We were
in?
doing this all day.
I could have just pointed where I wanted stuff to go.
No, you had to help. If I have to work, you have to work.
So do you get to play as Zelda?
Yes, Zelda wears the usual green.
Moss was so pissed off last week.
I saw it. I thought it was funny
He
as
so
shit.
pissed off. It was great. I just realized really
It was
quick,
like a great troll, and
looking at Mark and
Get
looking
back
over
to
his shoulder, the cog flag's upside down.
Oh, oops.
God damn it.
son of a bitch.
Tear it all down, restart.
It's very good. I just got the Master Sword. That's not really a spoiler because it's a Zelda game. You
Yeah, it's the
always get a
Master Sword, which I'm aware of. Makes
I'm liking it so
That
far.
Zelda,
It's lots of fun.
that Zelda, she swings around that Master Sword, right, Mark?
Yeah. Was it
Or
the
he,
Master
fuck, I
System?
You're even fucking it up.
Because I can't screw it up like that.
Great.
It's hard.
It's easy for me.
How about yourself, good sir? Or did you do anything besides Zelda?
Not really. Mostly Zelda.
No PS4 this week?
I was too busy.
It's
with
like I
work.
hate it.
No, I've been too busy during the week. I don't get to play games. I'm so busy with work. I get like 2 or 3 hours at the end of the day to myself, and that's it. That's usually eat, watch a little TV, and go to bed. Well, some nights, sure. So I pretty much Friday night, Saturday, and today was playing Zelda while I watched The Killing.
Okay. I did a little bit more WWE this past week. I don't think I really did anything.
Whole bunch of stuff can't talk about quite yet.
Well, I mean, obviously, just like with part 2 last week, I'll give reviews of the Xbox One games that I did play. But other than that,
Spoilers.
I just think I only did WWE. I don't even think I did anything else. I downloaded more stuff on PlayStation Plus that I'll never play. I downloaded PlayStation 4 games that I can't play
Why not?
because I don't have one.
No, I'm saying why not download? Why
Did you
you're
download
gonna,
them or
You're gonna
purchase
you're gonna get one.
I went on to the Sony store.
You just get the little shopping
online
bag.
and I added them to my
So you
cart.
purchased that, but you didn't download
Yeah,
them.
well, they're
Okay.
in my
Okay,
purchase.
I was gonna say, like, how did you download that?
So when you do
Yeah.
grab
Fucking
one,
magic.
then when you do grab one, you'll have like 10 games
Yeah.
of backlog. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
But yeah, I really, I'm trying to think because I know did I do GTA this week? I don't think I did. No. Nope. Nope.
as for myself, I
No.
I played a little bit more Batman Vita. I'm really starting to get into that game. I can see why it got mediocre scores, but there's a lot good about it that I'm actually enjoying quite a bit. I didn't think I was going to, and
good,
I
good.
chanced it.
Mark?
It's pretty good, Mark.
Never gets old somehow.
That thing's going to be going on forever. I also did some more Resogun and some more Killzone on the PS4. I also did. I picked up. My collection is complete now. I picked up a 3DS as well this week, so now I own everything. I said I'd get them eventually when I found them for prices that I felt they were worth. I did that a few weeks ago with the Wii U, and now I have a 3DS as well. So
Should tell everybody about that Wii U.
I'm all. Well, I don't even know if I'm doing that yet. So
Why don't
hold
you
on.
just tell them?
All right, I picked up the Wii U really, really cheap, and I went fishing on Craigslist. I put it for pretty high for sale because I'm not
Pretty
using
damn
it.
close to retail.
Yeah, and I already got a ton of calls, so I might get rid of it and just be patient and find another one for really, really cheap because it wasn't that hard. But we'll see. Anyway, and so on the 3DS, I got it with both Mario games, but the only one I played so far was 3D Land, which is really, really good.
Super Mario Cats.
No,
No.
that's 3D
No,
Worlds.
3D World. Yeah, sorry.
3D Land, the one on
Yeah.
the 3DS.
3D Land is
I still
it's
have
set
you.
the
It's-
So that's
Wii.
Super Mario without cats.
Yes.
Yes.
Got it.
It's really good.
I mean, it's either with or without.
It feels like really short though. I played it for like 45 minutes. I already beat all of World 1 and all of World 2.
It's been so long since I played it, I can't recall.
There's
it.
like 6 more worlds.
Really?
But I remember somebody. I remember hearing one of the Mario games
You just noticed? It's the 50th anniversary of the Doctor, sir. Sorry.
That's quite all right. I remember hearing that one of the 3DS Marios, I'm not sure which one, seemed really short. But once you beat the 8th world, there's like a whole hidden 8 more worlds. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if that's even true. I just kind of remember hearing it.
Just made it up.
Or if it's this one or the other one. So I'm not sure. It might be this one because at this rate, it feels like I'm going to tear through this in like 3.5, 4 hours.
I did not beat either one of the 3DS Marios. I just kind of lost interest in them because I tend to do that if I don't play like straight through. And from what I've heard, the more recent Mario games are doing this thing now where they're easier in the beginning but get much harder like halfway through the game. So maybe that once you hit World 4 or so,
yeah, because that's the problem. Because there was like 6 or 7 parts to each world, and like they were like a minute and a half, and I was getting all the the 3 gold coins, and like doing everything. It's not like I was like speed running or anything.
Right.
They're just really short worlds.
I can't stop looking at it.
And then the last game, which I actually wanted to save because I wanted to talk about it a little bit, is Contrast. I finally booted that up on the PS4. I think that fucking game is awesome. I think I'm the only one because Brian was like, meh. Mark was like, meh. I think it's fucking brilliant. There's some blatant flaws with it, but the story is amazing so far, and it is one of the most unique platformers I've ever played in my life. And I'm only a few hours in. But I only think the game's like 6 or 7 hours. So.
Yeah, it's not very long. I'm like halfway through it. It's actually kind of similar to A Link Between Worlds in that you do this shadow thing.
Yeah.
And in A Link Between Worlds, you're kind of moving across the wall. It's not exactly the same. But it's kind of funny how they have this similar kind of thing where you kind of shift between 2 separate dimensions. Yeah,
there's like it's so cool. I'm having a really fun time with it. The stories behind it is really badass, and I love the noir period. And like that I think it takes place.
That's why we liked Saboteur a lot.
Probably, and I like that old like. I think it takes place in like.
I think it's just
France.
Post World War II.
Yeah, somewhere in France. It's I might be pre. That seems like older to me. That world. I don't know. It might be. I really have no idea, but it's. I'm having a blast with it so far. I'm really enjoying it. I didn't get all the 6s and 7s that it got because I think it's really.
I think it just has a lot of technical flaws, and that tends.
I'm not having any of them. Like I heard, like people are having problems jumping in and out of shadows. Like it's. I haven't screwed up once.
There's a little bit of weirdness with mine, not too bad.
In fact, I got like 3 trophies off it for not screwing up something that seemed super easy to me on the first try. Where it was just like, oh, you did it without falling once. Trophy. It's like, oh. Okay.
I know, and I missed one of those.
Yeah.
Balling.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm having a blast with it. I know a lot of people said like it'll pop out of the shadow when you don't want to, or you'll have a hard time hopping into them. I haven't had one thing with that yet. I've
had a couple weird things, but nothing to me.
You're also further in the game than me, so maybe I'll experience them at some point.
I'm at the hotel. Have you hit the hotel yet?
I'm at the theater.
Okay, yeah, I'm a little bit past you.
Yeah. So
I'm a little past you too. That's halfway through the game-ish?
No, I don't know.
It's not very. I've heard it's not very long.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I started it today, dude. I have like, I played for like an hour and a half. I have like 27% of the trophies.
Okay.
I just don't see it going.
Last thing I did was
Yeah.
the lighting of the piano and like the player, and then you jump up.
No, I did that.
Okay.
I
Okay.
passed that. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'm not far at all. Like I thought I was.
And I played some other stuff, but you'll hear about that later. I was actually the whore of the week.
Or we haven't done that.
We haven't done that in a long time. What's that? Saggy old boobies?
Just the way you like them. Down here.
Just like your
Drop
phone.
something, Jason.
iPhone on the floor.
Where it should be.
Crotched.
Anyway,
Nose! Nose!
Did you have something to say? Nose!
Nose!
One more.
Nose!
Dirty, sexy, news.
Sony announced it's finally going to be bundling the PS4 with the Vita.
totally called it.
Hooray!
No price point.
Yeah,
No
they haven't
date.
get a price yet though. It's
Europe
only in the
only.
UK.
Now, me and Brian were talking about this, and who else was? Because me and
I told you that'd be the only way that I would buy a Vita.
we went off into a little thing about it. It was quite interesting because
I think that's when Moss was here, right? We're talking about if we.
no, this was in our little chat.
Oh, yeah,
this past
yeah.
week. It was really interesting because like first I think Jason threw out some price point and he's like, yeah, but they'll probably charge like whatever. Like
No, I was the
$9.99.
one that linked it.
Yeah.
They linked it, and then I was like, God damn it, because it's UK only right now.
And then somebody's like, oh yeah, it probably wouldn't sell. And then like I brought up what I still feel is a good point, that if they rush this, if they did this now, I think it would sell and they could charge an awful lot of money because these things are going on Craigslist for like $700 for just the PS4. And if they make it available, if this is an available SKU in the stores like next week for like $600, people will buy it because it's either don't get a PS4 or just grab it with the Vita.
Yeah.
I can't see it working for them financially, but if they could sell for $500, they'd basically be competing with the Xbox and getting 2 consoles for the price of 1 Xbox.
I don't think it.
I don't think it might financially work, but
I think
I would say, in my opinion, $550.
I was actually going to bring that up because the prices of them separately are $400 and $200, so it is $600.
Yeah.
Right.
The bundling price would knock off at least $50.
I'd say $50. Throw in like
a download code that costs
no,
nothing.
Or a
just
month
throw in
of Plus.
PlayStation,
Yeah.
a month of PlayStation Plus, which provides like 8 freaking games right there. So you'd be set. You would
I think that would sell. You know, if like sure they wouldn't. People would buy them by like it'd be cheating. People would buy them by default or whatever. But these things are in such high demand right now. You actually can.
And they would get Vitas in people's hands to make that system more popular. Yeah.
I think so. And then more people want to develop for it. More games
I
will
think
come
this
out.
would have been a great announcement on like Monday, right
Not
before. Not right before.
Like, oh,
This all
every
kicks
store is
off.
getting an extra 10 PS4s, but they're all coming with Vitas.
Yeah, because it really would have been a nice low blow to, and I mean, strategically a nice low blow to Microsoft, leading into all the hype that built up. They announced it on Friday. At that point, I was like, my money's gone. You know, if they would have said Monday, I would have been like,
Yeah.
I can get 2 systems, and I've already got like 40 fucking games downloaded.
Yeah.
You already got like 15 Vita games.
Well, that's
just
what I'm saying.
waiting.
I've been doing the Vita games just because.
Well, if you ever,
Yeah.
why not? It doesn't take up any hard drive
No.
space, and
Take some time. to
if you
download
ever
it.
grab one, you know what I mean, then you have a ton of games for it already. So
Indeed.
it's good, Tony. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I wouldn't know what episode they actually started in.
Andrew
Dillon's
Dillon's
looking.
on the case.
Is he really?
Yeah,
Yeah. Kind of came out of nowhere.
it's kind of new-ish.
kind of like the plague.
I don't think it's older than
Spanish flu.
2 months, right?
I don't know.
Herpes.
I don't know. It was during I want to say it was during my mind remembers a Zelda discussion because Mark had nothing to contribute to it.
Probably. Yeah.
He's like, it's good.
Probably.
Fine.
Zelda, yeah,
Yeah, it's good.
he's pretty good with that Master Sword.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get that kid out of here.
Oh, it was a good troll. It was a good troll. That's all it was. Worth every penny.
Still haven't filmed that little clip.
Yeah, we'll see if I get to that.
More news!
It should take 2 minutes.
More news.
There you go. Gran Turismo 7 could be coming as early as next year on the PS4.
Next news story: Nintendo's got good online infrastructure.
I didn't know it was April 1st already.
There's no fucking way. Polyphony Digital is the slowest goddamn company ever. But Sony does give them
2019.
all the time they need because when they do release a game, it sells like 10 million
They
units.
take GTA 6 and they support it to PS4 and put a fucking sticker on it that says peel off. You can still see the oval of the 6 sticker.
There's no way.
Just like Resident Evil.
Oh, that was just bad. Bad ending.
I see it, yeah, and I don't know why they would be looking at Gran Turismo 7 for the PS4 when they could just up-res Gran Turismo 6.
They
and
could. And then take 6 more years
They
for
would,
another one.
they would sell. They could do the upgrade program like they do with the other games and
Mm-hmm.
go for it, Sony. It's free advice.
Yep.
I think it's a tremendous idea, and that's probably what they should do. But
Yeah.
Fucking flag is.
We'll get it in episode 2.
Yeah, for part 2.
It'll
Yeah.
be fixed before we go into episode 2.
Sony also announced that the PS4's cost to make was $381, so
$19.
$19 before shipping, and then the cuts for retailers,
Which isn't much. It's like $2.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's nothing much, but so they probably with about 1 to maybe 2 game sales profit. I'm not just sure how much to make on a game, probably like $14-$50 or something. I'm not even sure.
If they're first party like Killzone, they make more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there you go.
That's cool that it came up. I mean, they're not gouging you too bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
You know what I mean? So.
And also nice for Sony on this week, they are basically giving you a faster return time on your broken consoles. I know they specifically set aside a batch of a bunch of them to give the customers with the HDMI issues, and I don't know if I haven't really heard of the second
Light
issue.
of death.
Yeah, I guess that would be the only other one I really had heard of. So good for them. They're helping out the people who got it day one and haven't really played it yet. So good for you, Sony. Good job. They've had really good customer loyalty this year.
It's been nuts because Sony's usually really, really bad. I've been a fan of Sony's for a long time. And everything's such a mess, and like nothing works, and like promises are made that are never kept, and like this has been going back to everything. I mean, I remember seeing like
Shit for the PSP promise.
Killzone's supposed to be running on the PSP, and like
Oh, you mean like Gaikai?
Gaikai will come. They didn't promise that for the launch of the
No,
console
I didn't
system.
say it was at launch. I'm just that shit's coming in like 5 years.
But I
The
think
technology's already been
like
in use. So it's-
with the way that the PS4 launched, like I'm fairly impressed at how well everything. It's very un-Sony. Sony typically does not.
It's like they got their shit together.
One can only hope. I'm waiting for the other fucking.
Shooter drop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they start exploding.
PSN goes down again.
Yeah, another hack or something. I'm just waiting.
This time they just hand the keys over.
I'm
to
just
like,
because post
Right
hack.
to the safe.
yeah.
Post hack, that's a good thing actually. Like after that, it seems like then when they really turned it around, like they're a much better, more efficient company now, and they're more like consumer friendly and like trying to focus on the gamers and all this great stuff that I admire that they just didn't give a fuck about before. So
Good job, Sony. So this last week was the, I guess, first game to come out after PS4 launch. Do you know what it was?
NBA.
My Little Pony.
NBA Live.
Oh.
It was greeted with some nice. Well, first off, it was a 3 or 4 year. No, it was a 3-year hiatus.
Yeah, because it was supposed.
2009. So it was a 4-year hiatus. 2009 was. Oh, it was NBA Live 2010, which comes out in 2009. So it's been 4 years since NBA Live has.
And
graced
a
their
name
presence.
change, and then back to NBA Live.
Yes, it was NBA Elite. Is that what it was?
Yeah,
NBA
Elite.
Elites. Canceled, I think, like the week it was supposed to come out.
Yeah,
right?
the week before.
The week it was supposed to
Because
come
we
out.
had them in the store. We had to
because
send them back.
The demo
Really?
was.
Yeah.
You should have taken one. It would have been fucking hilarious.
Yeah, they
be the
would've
only
gone.
one who ever got it. Oh, no, they would have got them too. But yeah. Anyway, after all this crap, they come back to some glorious 4 out of 10 reviews.
That
saying it's
sucks.
one of the worst looking next gen titles.
I blame NBA Live on Derrick Rose tearing his meniscus.
Obviously, that's what it
That's what I'm
was.
saying.
I don't know. I think
He probably went out and bought it.
I don't know. I think Derrick Rose getting hurt was Obama's fault.
Obviously.
Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama.
They burnt my cheeseburger.
I love how that's a thing now. That is like my favorite thing on the internet. Just blaming it. I ran out of toilet paper. Thanks, Obama.
So funny. More bad stuff about this last NBA Live, which I hope you didn't pick up. Dunkfest gameplay, basically no gameplay, defense, anything. Just Dunkfest is what most reviewers end up saying.
That's so surprising with EA. Because, I mean, they're going for that hyper-realism like you were talking about with Madden.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't get it. I
Yeah.
don't get it. Just stop. Give up.
Concentrate on FIFA because it's the only thing you're doing right, I guess. And even NHL is going a little bit down. You need a little bit of a...
And they're losing the Madden contract.
That's fine.
Yeah.
One more year or 2 more years.
They've already been pseudo.
They might renegotiate it, but they're
Yeah,
the,
my
the
buddy got his
contract's up.
check in.
Yeah.
My buddy got his check from EA in. $24 he got.
Nice.
For what?
They were declared a monopoly. Remember that from like what, a year ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The checks started rolling in.
Yeah.
You
EA
had
got
to go
declared
on to
a
EA's
monopoly.
website and select which games that you bought. They don't even ask for a receipt or anything. They send you money. Up to $62.84.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Too late.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Either way, don't buy it. EA Sports, you're going to be a shit company.
Send the game.
Do you got news crawls for the week, Brian?
No, but I can throw something together.
Cool.
More
You got
news.
until
More
tomorrow afternoon,
news.
Laura Croft
Yes.
Reflections was trademarked
Yes.
in Europe and the US.
Yes.
This is obviously just gonna be the sequel to Tomb Raider.
so. I wouldn't know because Tony never brought the copy over for me and Angry Andy to play it.
Your nipples are hard.
Yes.
We're supposed to bring that over like 8 months ago.
Yes.
Right, Andy?
It's gonna be an early activation fee.
That's why Andy don't talk to you no more.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, you don't bring Tomb Raider over for him to play.
It's $20 now, isn't it?
I don't give a fuck.
It's been on sale on PSN and
It's
Xbox.
man, it's worth the $20.
It's a killer game, sir.
So is the handy from the horror around the corner, but you know.
Yeah.
It really.
She upped her rates.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Oh, come on, that was gold.
That's how I got that bump. That's how I got that bump on my joke.
From her hand?
Yeah.
She's that dirty.
it's turned
That's pretty vile, man.
drastically strange.
That's pretty vile.
More
More
trademarks. Fallout 4 officially trademarked.
We announced that last week.
Well, it was 20.
He's like, fuck!
No, it was $22.99. It wasn't official yet. The trademark actually went through.
I don't care. You announced it last week.
I didn't even put it on my news story, but I just thought I'm running short, so you know. Anywho, so we're gonna do a new segment. It's called the
Mark's got nothing. That's what it's called.
Co-Optimus News Story of the Week. And essentially, all you guys, I don't do a lot of news stories, so you get to throw in your favorite news stories from the week.
I have one.
Go ahead, Brian.
Persona 5 was announced. So far Japan only, but Persona is lots of fun.
So far, PS3 only as well.
I know.
They announced a Vita game too.
Yeah.
PS4's not out yet. There.
Vita and I think something for 3DS as well. There's a bunch
Yeah,
of little
there's
things.
three
The big
yeah.
ones, yeah. Well, here's the thing. Persona 3 and 4 were PS2.
Yeah.
Persona 4 also, like, there's a remake for Vita. But yeah.
Which is supposed to be the definitive version.
Yeah, it is
I
pretty
haven't played it because I'm not
It's
into
an
that kind of
RPG,
games,
yeah.
but I heard it's the best one they've made.
It's really good.
Which one is this?
Persona 4 Golden.
Golden, okay. So, was that more of a fighting one, though?
No,
or-
that's Arena.
Oh,
So
Golden,
there's
okay.
Golden is like a remake of Persona 4 for
Okay.
Vita, with like an extra character and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then
just Golden is just the
it's just the just a
regular
remake.
Persona game? Okay.
Yeah, and then Arena is like a fighting game with Persona 3 and Persona 4 characters, which was a PS Plus title, I believe, or was
What
just on
was?
sale.
What
Persona
was?
4 Arena.
Yeah.
It had to have been
maybe.
before June of this year, if it was, because I don't have it.
I may have it. I have like so many fucking games.
It was either a Plus title or it was on
It
sale.
might have been on sale because
It's been. I know I've seen it on sale. Before,
Yeah,
like since I've had mine. So
it's a decent fighting game. It's made by Arc System Works, the same people who do Guilty Gear and Blaze Blue. Anyway, that's my Co-Optimus story of the week.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Are you doing
so,
one as well, or you sit these out?
I don't know.
As everybody knows, I'm a big supporter of City of Heroes and everything, and we actually donated to the Missing World Media Kickstarter and everything. But there's actually two other spiritual successors that are in the works. The one that I'm going to talk about is a game called Valiance Online. They're going into alpha on November 30th, and it's actually open to the public. So you don't have. There's no beta key. There's none of that. You just jump in. Play the game. They want to test their server loads. They want to get feedback. They want to know what everybody thinks of the game. So, if you guys are looking for a super-powered MMO, you can give it a shot. It's November 30th, like 8 p.m. They're going to start it, I think they said.
Nice.
I was invited to a beta, but it wasn't for the platform I wanted. so I
And
have to
see,
wait.
if I would have put two and two together, I would have had you give that to him.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 But I don't know how well it worked if the system is down. It was
It's not down.
It was only for Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
It's not down. It's just kind of. It took one to the knee. You know? That was me earlier today when I bashed my knee into the wall. stalling so Tony can get his story.
No, I got one. I'm good.
Okay.
All right, go
I
for
just
it.
don't know which one I want to utilize because I have two. Fuck it, let's
One
go.
more, Mark.
Huh? No,
He's
no,
waiting.
So a study, a definitive study came out this week, and I was trying to find the article so I could have the hard numbers, but they did it over the course of a very long time with many subjects, and they conclusively found out that there is zero connection between people playing violent video games and them actually having violent tendencies in real life.
Bullshit. You never met that guy?
That's just him. It has nothing to do with the video games.
He's seen some shit, okay?
So it's over. There's real proof from a real...
I play Legend of Zelda!
Master Sword, right?
Yeah.
I was like, yes.
Put that there next to Brian. Brian, you can hold that. There you go.
Forever.
You feel better? You feel better? So next time we tell you how great of a value Xbox Live is.
You don't want this in my hands when that comes
I was about to
up.
say, I think you shouldn't bring that up.
I think it was fucking Reddit, actually. Go ahead. That's all I have.
Is it?
Well, yeah, it's it. There's proof now. And I'll try
If you do find it, we can throw it across the bottom of the
Definitely.
screen. You can just send it to me. If not, then scour the internet.
Prove your friends wrong.
It's
Prove
tagged
your mom
under,
wrong.
it's tagged
Prove
under
your
Tony
dog
Chow
wrong.
somewhere online. Tony wrote it himself.
Hooroo, Fox
Professor
News.
Tony Chow wrote the article on Reddit somewhere.
Has Fox News been notified, though? I gotta ask.
They don't want to see
They
that.
don't want to see that shit. They're just gonna wait for the next
They
one to
want
come out
to
saying that
complain
there
about the
is.
next Mass Effect game because there'll be alien boobs in it.
Well then.
I guess it's time for dinner, Lemon!
It landed on the table.
I love this thing. So much work.
We have little
Saved.
tables now.
Saved.
Well, Tony.
Oh, I didn't wrap up my segment, though. It was.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I hope everyone enjoyed the inaugural
I hated it.
co-optimal. I'm gonna call it
Hated it.
co-optimal.
Hated it.
Co-optimal news story of the week. I hope you
Just
enjoyed.
send me however you want to spell that. So it's on the bottom of this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we will. Yes, indeed.
Well, then I guess it's time for.
All right. Oh God. Is it time for?
Email?
Ew, he went back to email. That's so last 100 episodes.
Email?
All right. So we're gonna start off with a question from Mas. He sent one in.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. I don't really understand this, but let's see if you understand it. Okay? Because it's directed solely at Tony. Okay. So Tony, are you the father of the baby of the voice? Are you the father of the baby of the voice actor who plays Elena?
Oh, because this from last week, because I was promoting Lone North so much. No, he's older than me. It'd be a physical impossibility for me to have given birth to him.
No, the baby of the woman who does the voice for that. Didn't you say she had a baby?
Oh, Elena Fisher's character.
Yeah.
What the hell's her name? I don't remember her real name. I wish. She's really hot. No, I'm not the father.
No.
that'd be good times.
All right. Let me see because I
You do
posted
have
a
a kid,
lot of
though.
stuff this week.
Emily
Tony
Rose
running
is her
around.
name. You're not. You're not her baby daddy.
You are not the father.
Where is it? Come on, Facebook.
I need a tablet
Facebook's
now.
being a whore. Give me just a second, guys. Sorry.
There was the one I remember off the top of my head.
Okay. From Nick Kuntz.
Hi, Nate.
Nick Kuntz asked, "Do you get snow in Chicago?" Because I put up on Facebook this morning because I take public transportation to and from work.
Yes.
I usually have about a mile walk to get to the bus that I take to come home on Sunday mornings, and it was 14 fucking degrees out this morning, and I work right off the lake.
Yeah.
It was 12 degrees overnight.
Yeah,
I was outside doing security for a little.
Absolutely fucking freezing. Okay, so Nick Kuntz,
That's before the wind chill.
Nick Kuntz and somebody else, they were making fun of me because they're Canadians and whatnot. And they're like, haha, we eat 14 degrees for breakfast. And
I like
somebody
Canadians.
asked
Hi,
what,
Canadians.
Somebody asked what that is in,
I'm the
in
Canadian
real
in the show.
in real temperature. And
What the rest of the world
yeah,
uses?
Yeah, negative 10, I guess it is.
Yeah, negative 10
So,
Celsius.
Well, here's the thing. In Chicago, you're going to get wind chill everywhere. It's just Mother Nature, but we get it really bad over here because of how close we are to Lake Michigan.
yeah, we get something called lake effect.
So so 14 doesn't feel like 14. 14 wouldn't be that bad. It felt like, I think it was like negative 6 or 7 yesterday, overnight.
It was like negative 10 this
And then
morning,
you
though.
translate into Celsius, and it's even worse. It's like negative 20 or something. So
basically,
I'm sure it's not as cold as Canada, but for Chicago, it's pretty fun cold.
When you think about it, though, the way that the lake effect works is we actually catch that wind coming down off of Canada, and it blasts it right across the city. So we do get some of that Canadian wind, if you will, coming down.
Damn Canada. Quit sending us your wind.
Blame Canada! Blame Canada!
Send us
Yeah.
more.
Really? I just threw a fucking
we-
South Park.
we-
I mean, granted, it's
I
like
caught it.
15 years old.
We
but
get snow here. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. We get lots of
We
snow.
get lots of snow.
You
We
should,
get-
if
yeah.
you want to see how awesome our snow is, it's what you can Google it. The blizzard.
Snowpocalypse.
Yeah, Snowpocalypse 2011, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty bad, yeah.
Was it 2011 or 2010?
I think it was 11.
We got so wasted that day.
We had like, yeah.
My buddy with this huge off-road Jeep went and picked people up 3 at a time, and we all went to one house, and we had a kegger. Like, the whole world shut down that day.
Yeah, I couldn't get anywhere.
Myself and my cousin.
So we sat around and got drunk in the snow.
I couldn't make it into GameStop. They wanted me to open. I was like, fuck you. It's not happening. I owned a Camaro. I'm like, I can't see my car. It's gone. It doesn't exist in this
At
realm
least
right
like
now.
3 feet
Okay.
tall.
So I'm like, and she's like, well, what about public transit? I'm like, there's no fucking buses running.
No.
I only work 2 miles from the store. I'm like, I'm not walking. So I didn't go into work that day. But
They shut down the trains.
yeah, I'm looking
That's
at
why I
my
didn't go to
at
school.
my cabinets. I'm like, fuck, man, I got like 3 cigarettes left, and we need something for dinner. So we trekked out to Jewel. It was like an hour walk from, and excuse me, you guys won't get this reference, from Harlem and Toohey to Harlem and Oakton. Okay, I mean we're talking
like
like
nothing, yeah.
like 6 blocks. Okay, and it took me an hour and a half to get there and get back. And they had the little blinky lights going, you know, the emergency lights.
There are
that
people at
told us-
Jewel?
Yeah, the
I am
employees were there.
shocked.
They had to be. They had to be.
I stocked up before that one because they warned that it was going to be bad, and similar to Jason, I have a Trans Am, which
I just wanted tacos.
they don't function when there's snow on the ground. So I went to Jewel the night before and stocked up. I just hung out in my house for 2-3 days till it got cleaned up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get a lot of snow here.
Then we got another.
Not this early in the year. It's a few weeks away. December.
Yeah. We had
Usually it's
one.
even later than
We
December
had,
and January
We had
we get
about an
snow.
inch that stayed down for about a day, if that.
And then it melted.
Cleared up. Yeah.
But then, like, the year before we got that bad snow, it was next to nothing until, like, February.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. It was like 65 in December, and that's what I was telling him. I was like, it was 65 last week. I
It's
was
going to
wearing
be
shorts.
65 at the end of this week.
See, but now it's gonna. It's supposed to snow Monday and Tuesday.
We'll
So
see.
we'll see. Next question is from Metro Android.
I like androids.
That started off so fucking like enthusiastic, and then
Trailed off.
I'm sleepy here today. He says, "Do you think live streaming will catch on with consoles, or will remain mainly on the PC?" Interesting that you should bring that up because there's currently right now an issue going on with the PlayStation 4 and Twitch. Has anybody heard about this yet?
Yes, I
On
have.
a 20-minute delay?
No. Because of the Playroom. Because
Oh,
right
yeah, I
now
know
you
what
can
you're
only
talking about.
stream
Yeah.
video game footage, and then you can add commentary.
Wish I
over
was
it.
in that one. That's for
But
sure.
with the Playroom app that's available for a free download, I believe,
Yes.
for
Pre-installed.
PlayStation, if you have the PlayStation camera, you can then live stream what's coming off of the camera.
Playroom, yeah.
So there was people getting drunk. There was boobs. Then the feed
there was
cut out
nudity.
for about 3 minutes, and it came on, and the chick was passed out drunk, completely naked. There was a shotgun. There was a horse head. There was tons of shit going on with this. So I think we're going to see some regulations roll down.
Well, the thing is, Twitch already has those regulations.
Yeah, but it's a Sony side issue. So right now, so do you think? First off, do we think that it's going to catch on with consoles, with it being a focus of consoles with both of them currently, and then B, what do we think how they're going to handle that? I'm going to add that to it.
I think they will, and they won't. I mean, this is gonna like LPers are fun in small doses. For me personally, I don't like watching other people play games. I just rather experience them myself. I don't mind it on occasion or for helpful walkthroughs or something.
I love Left 4 Dead
this-
LPers.
This is going to give access to everyone that owns a next gen console to be able to do this kind of streaming, and there's going to be a flood of awful content coming out onto the internet, even more so than before. Because before, at least you had to go buy a $90 capture card. Now it's just built in. You're going to have every single person ever just uploading so many. So you're going to have to sift through a lot of garbage to find what you're actually like.
Just watch the creatures.
No.
No, just do that.
Stop plugging other people.
So
We
good.
will have. Did you set up yours yet?
No.
See, come
It's
on,
so
man.
bad
It's
at
been a
everything.
fucking week.
It's so bad at everything.
Mark.
I capped out my phone data for the month.
No, I'm not even talking about the unboxing that Mark, in which I called
It's
him out
filmed.
on. They were supposed to both do one, but they didn't. So
Mine's filmed. It's filmed.
Anyways,
No,
they were. I know Tony's not a big thing into it, but I was like, Mark, set up Twitch. You've done it. Set it up. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it tomorrow.
I need reminders.
It's like fucking Grand Theft Auto all over again. Like fucking
I need
GTA all over
reminders.
again. This
I need
guy
a lot
made
of
me buy a
reminders.
game for a console that nobody else plays, and then he got rid of his shit after I played with him once. One fucking time.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Tony? It's good.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good, Tony.
Are you liking Grand Theft Auto Online?
Fuck you.
I'm so sorry.
Are you,
Don't
though?
trust my word.
Are you really?
I'm enjoying it. It just sucks that I don't have anybody to play with.
Yeah, I feel bad about that.
No,
I
you
do
don't.
feel bad. No, I feel a little bit bad.
Then download
Yeah.
DCU and we'll play that.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you make a character? No, I didn't even boot it.
No, I already have 11. No, I already have level 8.
Okay.
I got
Let's get on
ganked
that shit.
to living shit though when I got on this week.
Dude, I'm one phone call away.
I got ganked.
I'll be your hero.
It's real hero, baby.
Brian, what's your take
Your
on?
breath
I know
away.
you're pretty unique with the live streams and stuff. You don't really dig them so much.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think it's an interesting way to share stuff when you're playing with friends. Because you can say, here, check this out.
Check out these boobs.
There's one video that I used to really like back in the day. There's a video, I can't remember what year it was. There was an Evo tournament. It was a big thing where two of the major players was Daigo and I think Justin Wong. And if you ever played Street Fighter 3, you know how to parry is by pressing forward into an attack just at the time that they hit you. And it actually has him parrying like Chun-Li's super. It's crazy, intense move.
I've seen this video.
Yeah, and I'm like, holy shit. So there's that one
It's
video.
like 15 minutes long. They're just going back and forth, right?
Yeah. And so
Like
so,
they ran the clock down to like 3 seconds.
something like that. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen
Yeah.
it, but yeah. So I can see, like, I can kind of see it occasionally, but I don't watch them regularly. I'll occasionally do like I'll pull up, you know, if there's a cutscene I want to see from a game that I don't feel like playing through to see, I'll pull up a cutscene. Or if I'm stuck in a game, I might pull up a walkthrough occasionally. But beyond that, I don't really check that stuff out. The only thing where it might make sense, a game like Resogun, you can kind of rewatch to get strategies. So it could be interesting. I think it'll be nice if this adds more of that. I think you'll get a better consistent quality because some of these Let's Plays have really inconsistent quality. I don't want to say Let's Plays, but game streams have some inconsistent quality. So if it comes from the PS4, at least it'll be a consistent quality level. Hopefully it'll be decent. Because sometimes you'll pull one up and it'll look really bad. It'll be like, 360p and impossible to read.
I think the only way that it'll assure that because it's still going to affect what your upload speed is via your
Is
internet.
it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's going to have to because I mean that's
Well, if
how.
you're streaming, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, I'm thinking like after the fact, going back
Okay,
afterward.
yeah. So you're talking about like uploading actual
gameplay. Yeah.
I'm looking at streaming and uploading together.
Yeah,
I'm combining them.
streaming. I don't know. I mean, it could be interesting, but someone's got to find a hook to keep people going. And just watching somebody play, It's one thing like when it's Desert Bus or something along those lines where you're doing where there's like a theme beyond the game itself.
Gary's Mod.
Or Gary, when there's a personality behind it, I think it could be interesting. We'll see. I think
Gary's
somebody will
Mod.
find something fun to do with it.
Yeah.
Valve, get on it. Gary's Mod.
I've
Gary's Mod.
I've uploaded 2 video. Well, I've got
Yeah, you
the
did
second
Killer
one ready
Instinct?
to go. I did
Yeah.
just a little, and I even labeled it just a test run for Killer Instinct. It's 29 seconds. Just wanted to see how it worked. Wanted to make sure I could do it and everything. I actually did it straight from my phone because I downloaded SkyDrive. So I was able to transfer that right over into my YouTube app, which was actually pretty nice instead of having to go over
Did
there.
you cap out your data for the
Unlimited, bitch!
Yeah, no. That's what I ran into in my video for my unboxing. One of them ended up being like 800 megabytes. I was like,
I agree with Tony though. There's gonna be a lot of garbage out there, especially once the Connect shovelware and all this crap comes out.
might be fun to see how bad they are.
I don't think I could watch somebody live stream Zoo Tycoon for an hour.
Well, you've
like
heard
that.
the big YouTube statistic. There's more video uploaded in like 10 minutes than a person can watch in their lifetime on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Already.
yeah,
So there's going to be a lot of junk.
like us.
I wasn't going to say anything, guys, but
Yeah.
no.
Hey, in my opinion,
We usually get one thumb up
we
a
are
week.
still the #1 podcast in the Portage Park, Irving Park area.
Boom.
Boom.
You know what that means? That's right. I'm calling you out. Press start to play.
Well, are you talking
They're
about
over
gaming?
here?
Yeah, she's just
She's
like,
not far, yeah. They're-
She's a couple blocks away.
Yeah, she's not far from here.
Just come knock on the door next week. Trying to kick your ass.
She'll know where. Anyways, you were gonna say?
Isn't
So backtrace your
isn't Our
IP.
Fair City in the area? They're not gaming.
Kind of,
but they're,
yeah.
They're kind of in the area.
That's why I said we're the #1 video game
Video game,
podcast
okay, so I didn't
in
catch
the,
it.
the Portage Park, Irving Park area.
Is there another one in Chicago?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, when we went to Galloping Ghosts, I mean, granted that's not Chicago, but they were advertising theirs and stuff.
But do they do it as regularly as
I don't know. From my understanding, like a lot of these podcasts out there, and I know this is
They
completely
fade out
outside-
quickly.
They fade out quickly, and they don't have the quality that we do. No offense to anybody out there, and they don't have the consistency. We collectively, yes, we've with exception of Tony, have all missed a day on the show, but with exception of the sexy solo cast, which was still recorded, it just didn't go up on time. We have never missed a week for our podcast,
Correct.
ever, and we've had a lot of fucking problems.
Dude, we've lost entire 3-hour episodes on one thing, no backup. Everyone's burnt out, don't have time to do it during the week. It happened a lot.
For me, I almost, and Tony's gonna start laughing at me, I almost canceled my Xbox One pre-order because the Twitch app, the live streaming version of it that was supposed to come out at launch, was announced 3 days before that it's not coming out until early next year now. Pissed me off, because I'm really looking forward to being able to do that. That's another extension, in my opinion, of what we do here. I want to be able to interact with people live. That's our next logical progression, is to go live with the show, or in some aspects of it somewhere or not. So it really upset me that it wasn't there. But like you were saying, I do agree with you that there's just going to be a lot of shit out there. But then you've got people like us who are dedicated, we're not paid to do this, that are going to take
lose
the time.
money.
Yeah.
You're not
lose
paid.
money doing
That
it.
are going to take the time to make good quality stuff because we love to do it. If Mark ever gets off his lazy ass
I
and
think-
actually hooks up his Twitch account.
I know we're kind of bringing up
let's go.
our podcast. I think ours is quite good. I listen to an awful lot of video game podcasts throughout the course of the week because I do an awful lot of driving, and some are better than us. They're really big and budgeted, and
Podcast Beyond
I-
and stuff.
yeah.
I only listened to 2.
but we're better than a lot of even in. I'm not trying to sound like a jackass, but I truly mean it from the bottom of my heart. Some of the major gaming sites that I listen to, their
they're
podcasts,
terrible.
ours is far more entertaining.
Yeah.
We don't have early access to stuff. They're talking about stuff that's coming out in 3 months that they already got to play, which is the only part of the show where I think we're lacking, is we have to wait until everyone else. But like actual like entertainment wise, which is why you guys tune in, you could just go to a website and read the news. You don't have to have Mark read it to you.
Or you have to have Mark read it.
You know what I mean? But you come here for the jokes, the giggles, us, our banter and stuff, and that's the kind of stuff I think we actually really excel at, and
Now,
that's why I think people tune in.
if I can dispute one thing that you said to kind of put the thought in your mind, you said, we don't get early access to the stuff. That's a negative on us. I disagree. We are not in the industry. We don't get early access, but we still go out and we buy the games and we have investments in them. Mm-hmm. It's a job for them. They're probably a little desensitized, like, oh, I've played this. And it's something that I know you and I are going to touch on when we give a review of a certain Xbox One game a little bit later that didn't score so high, but it's probably the best game on the system so far. Give or take. But anyways, I think it means more that we go out and we spend our hard-earned money to tell people what we think of it, as opposed to getting paid to do it or getting early access to it.
I've just been
Not
taking
saying
the
if
money.
you want to send us your games to review, we'll gladly take them.
All the income goes directly to me.
Bullshit. It's
I haven't been telling them about it
up
for
to my
years.
bank account.
Well, YouTube won't pay out.
The
Yeah.
$8 or so.
We're at $2.45. Where's my fucking $2?
Where's my $2? My site is at $1 too.
Ooh.
Beating
It's
this
probably
guy.
just me
$1.02.
clicking on it because I'm on your shit all the time looking for.
Tony's
new
just paying you, clicking all the ads.
Since we're
How
talking,
about boobies?
since we're
Yeah.
talking about the site, I'm estimating right around episode 100, first of the year kind of deal. We're gonna overhaul our site and we're gonna integrate it a little bit more into what we're doing. You and I have been talking about it. I kind of put up a thing on there that says we're gonna be working on it. We kind of neglected it a little bit, but we can bring that back into a focus. That'll help us with some of our topic of the weeks and whatnot. He knows what I'm talking about.
It's true.
Anyways, so that was our last question. But
Oh, we have one more.
which one?
Metro Android asked if
Is that about that? Then that's for part 2.
that has nothing to do with that.
Okay. Which one?
He's asked if Microsoft should create a handheld.
Oh
No.
okay. Yeah. Yeah, we can address that. Yeah.
They're trying already.
I
It's Windows Phone.
It's not working.
well,
It's just not going too well.
I think they would have
And the Surface. Sorry.
and
The Zune.
That's done.
Yeah, I know. Kind of failed already.
Tony?
Kind of a dead topic.
Sorry.
I have a rubber band if you like.
I think it would be difficult for them at this stage because if you want to do a dedicated handheld, you really only have two options. You have to either do what Nintendo does, which is create something that I think works really well because it's something that can only be found on a handheld. They create these unique experiences with dual screens or the stylus, and it's just something, it has to be vastly different from what you can already get on your home console, and those tend to work very well. There's all this bullshit out there about how like tablets and smartphones are eating into the handheld market, which isn't true. The 3DS is selling hundreds of thousands of units a week. People look at the overall what cell phones and tablets are doing are making more people game. They're not eating into the people who buy handhelds. So I think that's bullshit. These things are selling great. Your other route, which Sony's been trying to do since 2000 when the PSP launched, is try. This is your second route, and that's try to do exactly the opposite.
4 or 5. Yeah.
2004.
2004, 2005.
Whatever.
around
Yeah.
there,
What they've been trying to do since then, which was bring the home console experience on the go, and the PSP did all right, and then they switched the. But it wasn't the complete console experience. Then
I smell that burp.
I don't know.
It's like beef.
No, I don't eat beef.
Mug group beer.
And then they came out with the Vita, obviously, and that thing is the console experience on the go. They finally did it because the PSP was not, and that of course isn't selling very well at all. So I don't think the market is demanding that. So if Microsoft was even to attempt to try to get into the handheld market, they'd have to. Their first avenue would be to decide which route to go. I don't think it'd be very smart for them at this point because Microsoft's a very high tech company, and if they wanted to do a true dedicated handheld that did something that the 360 and now the Xbox One don't do, they'd have a really difficult time doing it with a technologically advanced piece of tech. They'd almost have to give you a dumbed down handheld, kind of like what Nintendo does, which is already quite a few years behind technologically. And like, what's the point for them? They're not going to catch Nintendo. They'd probably be on the Sony Vita's side of the numbers, and it's just not really worth the investment. Microsoft does not have the studios that Nintendo and Sony do, so there's just not enough people to make the games. Like the Vita's getting a ton of games right now because how many first parties Sony has. If they didn't have all those and they just relied on third party, that thing would be really dead. There'd be like 4 games on it instead of the ton that you do have. I just don't think it's worth it for Microsoft to do so, and I think that they found the smartest route for themselves, which is what Brian was kind of touching on before, which is like the Surface and stuff. But even that's not a true handheld. It's just I don't think Microsoft needs to. There's no reason to risk going into something that you have no idea about.
I know they tried with the Halo game for Windows Phone.
They're going to port it over now.
Yeah. One thing that just happened in the portable market is that the first official iPhone controllers that are actually licensed by Apple, so like to use the actual built-in OS. Logitech and Moga, I think.
Yeah.
Neither one looks like it's that great yet.
I've heard good things about the Moga though.
I heard it was cheap parts. Like the Logitech, I don't like at all because it doesn't have any sticks or enough triggers. It's only got the 2 triggers. Whereas the Moga one has like a full PSP style.
Hey, as long as it's better than the Ouya.
Well, that doesn't take much. But I've heard like it feels cheaply built. Is what I heard. Microsoft could do something similar and have a controller SDK in Windows Phone. I don't know if they do or not. They should, and that would allow them to use the to sell an accessory for their phones. Mm-hmm. Just like there's an accessory for the iPhones, and it's just a little click-on thing that goes on either side. That could get them in there, and Microsoft loves selling accessories. Look at the price of the Xbox accessories; they're expensive. They make a lot of money on those things, so I think that they could. And I don't know, their biggest problem right now is that all their platforms are separate. They've got Windows Phone, Windows RT, Windows 8, and then Windows for Xbox One.
Yep. RT's a flop.
RT is a flop. Phone is doing okay overseas, not so great in the US.
Yeah.
I think they're equal with...
they got to cover.
Windows is the 3rd biggest by a mile.
Yeah, but they're still like 6%.
But Android and iOS hold like 97% of the market.
Right, yeah, they have a huge chunk of the market. But in overseas, it's a little bit different, but not by much.
The only reason RT exists, though, is because of Windows Phone.
Right, but they're not
just
the
an
same.
extension. Yeah, no, it's an extension of it, but it lets you... I don't even know what it really does different, though, between the two. It's just like the mobile operating system on a tablet.
Well, and that's why I don't understand why they don't just use the same on both.
Yeah, welcome back to this episode of Get the Fun Out, starring No Fun Berg and Ratface Mark.
So they have an opportunity to kind of take Windows 8, which can run RT software, right? If I'm not mistaken, can't it? Because the Metro stuff is all...
Wait, is there about it's RT to the phone?
No, well, RT and the phone, first of all, should merge because they're the same hardware, more or less.
No, very much so. You're talking about the Pro?
Windows 8 standard, like actual Windows 8, can't that run some RT apps or like Metro apps or something like that? It's something like that where like that Metro apps.
I don't think it's full. I don't know if it's full compatibility. Like some of them will. Some of them. The reason is some of them rely on touchscreen.
Okay, that's true. That's true. They need to find a way. If they can find a way,
I can't tell you which apps do which, but you know.
If they could find a way to leverage the fact that Windows is the biggest platform in the world still, they could take over the handheld market, or not take over, but they could compete. But they don't seem to have their act together enough to do that.
You know what I'd like to see is I'd like to see them take the Surface and make a Xbox /Smart class exclusive version of that, like a gaming version of the Surface. Do it up with the Xbox logo, make it look all pretty and stuff, like you see with the DSs. And like you were saying, I don't know a whole lot about the operating system, but maybe lean more towards what they're doing with Xbox Live, Xbox One, with the integration of being able to move the stuff and all that other.
Well,
crap.
that's Windows 8.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
But have it be able to run a lot of your arcade games, the simpler games and things like that, where you could do a cross-platform. I would probably be interested. I would not be interested in a Microsoft handheld, like a dedicated gaming handheld. I'm barely still interested in a Nintendo one at this point.
Just because of Zelda.
Pretty much. But if they were to do something that I could use outside of that realm, but would double as a gaming device, I would be more inclined to jump on board with something like that.
And the Surface Pro has been getting a lot of traction for people who want a portable, higher-end gaming system.
Ton of good reviews though.
Yeah, it's getting some great reviews.
It's one of the
It's
best
not using
reviewed
Iris
tablets
graphics, right?
out there.
It's using the, 5,000 graphics? Not Iris, right?
With the new one.
New
Oh
one.
man, what's the new one? I don't even remember what the new one is.
I don't remember.
Um,
So there's two versions of the new one.
Snorkel.
because once you get to the
get the fun out with Novemberg and Manderson. That's what Manderson.
Yeah.
There you go. There's your nickname.
thank you, 8th grade.
Yeah. The Manderson.
Okay.
There you go.
Anyway, you were saying.
The jump between the two price points, I think is just.
It's good.
I thought it was just a RAM upgrade. So space and RAM.
It's space and RAM, yeah.
Is there something with the graphics card too?
I don't think so. That's why I don't know. We'd have to look it up. But
Yeah.
I was very tempted before buying my new iPad to go with the Surface. The problem is that the Surface Pro is way more expensive than the iPad.
like
still.
$1,000. Right?
$900 for the base model right now.
Yeah.
Without the cover, which
without
the
the
cover
cover,
is
129
or
129.
129.
Yeah, something
Or,
like that.
yeah, it could be that too.
And that's for like the,
$199
and that's for like the 64 gig with 4 gigs of RAM, which is okay for a laptop. Basically, it's not bad, but I would want a little more power than that. So the Surface Pro with 8 gigs of RAM starts at $1,299, which is more than I was looking to pay.
Yeah, essentially that's what I would want to do. And at that point, it's just like, well, shit, do I just want a laptop? Because then I look at it, and then it's because you have the floppier keyboard. It doesn't stand up the same because you have to rely on the back stand.
Yeah,
Can't type on
And
this
at
thing.
that
It's too
point, it's just like, do I
floppy.
get a laptop instead? It's
yeah, it's a tough.
for our.
Don't mind us.
It's
Keep
for
going.
our
Keep
podcast.
going.
I need it stiffer.
No, I knew it. Damn it! I should have said it. It is a 4400 Intel graphics.
So it's not even the
44,
5,000.
No.
Oh,
I knew that, but I didn't want to say it for some reason.
Yeah, it's not there yet.
It's only an upgrade from the 4000 to the 4400, which
Hi.
I don't know how big of an upgrade it
I
was.
think it's a
a
lot
small
better.
step, but it's not.
I think it was a lot better
enough.
when they went with the green paint version
I agree.
on that graphics card with the RAMs and the driver updates.
Yeah, whatever he's talking about.
Anyway, no, Microsoft.
California.
Yeah, they could, but they're not going to right now. They're not. They're positioned in a way that they could in terms of the market, but in terms of how together the company is, I don't think they can pull it off.
Not in the same way.
Think
I think that they have. They don't want to get into that market. They've tried and kind of failed-ish with the. Well, first off, iPod, Zune obviously failed.
Oh, yeah.
Do a podcast.
And-
I'm not gonna understand a fucking thing they're saying. It's great.
What is so confusing here?
1.21 gigawatts. I win.
H264
We already said that one.
5962. Whatever the hell else. it said.
Hike.
Well, here's the thing: i5, i7, right?
Exactly.
You give a Gen 4 i7 and with the Iris graphics.
No,
then you're all
you
set.
can't. You can't because on those they had a problem with the connector assembly rad A,
Oh, right.
And the flange.
Flange.
the Knuter valve.
Are we good?
Apparently.
Can we stop talking
It's
about
like apparently I can
we
keep
stop?
going.
I keep going. I'll
Yeah.
talk about Angry Andy's.
So if
custom
you guys
PC
want to see,
building.
if you want to see Brian and Mark do their own tech podcast, comments below.
We'll go for like a half hour or so.
Yeah.
At least, yeah.
Once a month. We need a filler for Fridays. Yeah.
Sorry,
I
my live streams of on Pornhub aren't doing it for
Fuck your
you.
live streams, man. Live
Oh, did you hear about that? Apparently, there's going to be
I
a
did.
Is it Pornhub?
Pornhub, yeah, it's Pornhub.
It has a
They're the
PS4
first ones
app.
who, support it.
Really? Tony, you need to download that. We need a review.
Is it Pornhub or you okay?
No, it is Pornhub. I do
Okay.
know that 100%.
Okay.
We need a review of this,
I'm
okay?
not gonna fucking put that on my PS4.
Why?
Because some people are gonna start building viruses for it, and it's gonna fuck up my PS4. No way, dude.
Pornhub's usually pretty safe.
Yeah, it's safe.
It's good.
It's pretty good, Tony. And with that, this has been
And that's the perfect use for the headset and the controller. So you can crank it up and just have the headset and the controller so no one else hears it.
This is not the episode, or the end of episode 94, part 1. We're bringing back a segment that we told you we're going to do probably once a month. We're bringing back the Improvised Geek Question of the Week. I know it doesn't really work
Let's
that way.
get
It
up
doesn't
whenever
doesn't
we feel
doesn't
like
sound
it.
as good. Okay.
Quote him.
What we're giving away, and I blasted this out on our Facebook page to let everybody know we're doing it. Blasted it all over your face, neck, and chest.
Pornhub, now application on PS4.
We're giving away 1 year of Xbox Live.
We are.
1 year. Okay.
And not that cheap silver shit. We're giving you the gold.
You know, the one that Brian hates. There's going to be some very specific instructions to be eligible for this. First off, you must send us a friend request on Xbox Live. Our Xbox Live gamer tag is FWD compatible. One word. You have to send us a friend request, and then you have to answer the question on Xbox Live. That's how we're doing this. So that way I don't get 1 million people, and then you're just going to resell the shit on eBay or something. I want it to go to somebody I know that has Xbox. Okay?
Good point.
This is a multi-part question. You have to get the entire question right. Okay? I'm going to give you the first half. Brian's going to throw out the second part we talked about earlier. Do you remember how? However you were going to do that. Whatever it was, what genre. Okay. So the question is, is Bungie, who was, for lack of a better word, for the original Xbox and the 360, the powerhouse behind the system as far as developers go. Okay. They were originally making Halo for what systems, right? Because it's multiple. What systems was Bungie originally working on when they were developing Halo? There's two, okay? The second half is...
What genre was Halo originally going to be?
Okay, so what genre was Halo originally going to be, and what two systems was it originally going to launch for? On Xbox, add forward compatible, FWD compatible, as a friend, and then send us a message through there, okay? And it's only going to be up until Wednesday night. I'm making this super hard for everyone, okay? Because the show goes up Monday. Wednesday is part 2. You have until Wednesday night at midnight, Thursday morning, to reply to this. I'm making it super, super tough. It's a $60 value. It's no BS. I have the code. That's how we're doing it. Andy, you want to give that a little finger over there? give it a little slap and tickle. Okay. Now, Tony, now that the Impoverished Geek Question of the Week is done.
This has been episode 94. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Catch us next week, same time, same place.